Stonetown in Zanzibar is prominent for its historic and artistic architecture, mostly dating back to the 19th century. The city reflects the diverse influences underlying the Swahili culture, giving a unique mixture of Arab, Persian, Indian, and European elements. It has become a hotspot for tourists visiting Zanzibar, mainly through the Stonetown tour. During our stay in Stonetown, we embarked on the Stonetown tour, which cost averagely 40,000 Tanzanian shillings or $20, as we had the opportunity to see various historical buildings, visit the former slave market, which is now a museum, see the dungeons, and visit some markets, as well as do some shopping. So come with us as we take you through what's inside Stonetown, Zanzibar. So good morning, guys, and today we are in Stonetown in Zanzibar. We're about to start our tour, and I'm here with my very good brother
Hamid Abdallah from Zanzibar Stonetown. I'm a tour guide. I can take you around to show historical in Stonetown. Actually, Stonetown is not a big city, it's a very small city. We have a historical building like a slave market, a Darajani market, a house of wonder, all the 40. Maximum 2 hours up to 3 hours to make a tour for Stonetown.
So come with us on the Stonetown tour.
Yeah. Now we are in Joe's Corner. Joe's Corner is like a middle of Stonetown. This is a middle of Stonetown, where many people coming here to sitting on the local bench. Over here you can see all this bench and people from Zanzibar. You know, Zanzibari people, they live very friendly and they know each and others. They are coming here, sitting on table and a bench over here. They got a local coffee. People, they got a couple of coffee here and they talk much about life, who just coming to share ideas. It's like a meeting point, Joe's Corner. As you see the word from here, this is called the Joe's Corner because people, they talk much.
Oh, okay.
So here, so Indian style is a round on top and more carving for flowers. So this flower is a symbolizer of spices. And then we have a shapu grass. So this shapu grass is special against the only animal in India. But Zanzibar just we keep for decoration. Just for decoration. And you can see small flower here. This is special for Lady of Zanzibar during the festival or when they feel happy. They draw flower through the hand and foot.
Henna.
Henna, that is called the henna. And over there you can see the bird, snake and lion. That is a symbolizer of royal family. So this is Indian style dog. So now we are in former slave market site. This is a place where was used as a main market for slave trade in East Africa. Zanzibar, from 18th century, it became famous for spices and the slave trade. So on that time, we use this area as a main market for slave trade. And when people they're doing the slave trade over here, the market, it was open market. It was no building around here.
Okay.
So all those buildings you can find today, it became after stop slave trade. Zanzibar slave trade was stopped 1873. So now welcome to Anglican Church. This church was built by British as from 1873 after stop slave trade. And the church took 7 years to complete and still is used today. That's why you can see benches here. If you come on Sunday, still the service is carried on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Zanzibar slave trade we are doing over here. Before the church built, Middle of the church was a tree standing that was used for auction area. Slave they were took from the chamber up to the middle there where a tree was. Then they make auction and the people bought it from here to export. After stop, 1873, slave trade. British bought whole market and they built this church. Anglican Church, but in English they call it Cathedral Church.
Cathedral.
Yeah, from 1873.
Okay.
And it was took 7 years completely. Now we use for service. Zanzibar, this name original is the Arabic name. That is called the Zenji Albar. Zenji Albar means the land of black people. But at the time of British came in Zanzibar, they changing it from Zenji Albar, they call it Zanzibar. So it was easy to say Zanzibar for them. So now it became famous for Zanzibar, but the original it was called the Zenji Albar during the Arab time here when it came. You know, Zanzibar was colonized by Arab from Oman. From
Sultan.
From 18th century up to 1964. The Sultan from Oman, Said Sultan, from 1804, became Zanzibar to rule here. And at that time, Sultan, when he ruled in Zanzibar, was not a stick for Zanzibar only. They took all East Africa. That was under the hand of Arab from Oman. I mean Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda.
You
Burundi.
can even see there's some Mombasa, in Mombasa at the port. You'll
So
see
all
that.
East Africa
In this place have
similar culture. This marble pillar was made wrong. The problem engineering was not here. He got holiday to see his family in London because it was built by British Church. So he left the construction by other people who are inexperienced. When he come back here, Zanzibar, it was too late to rectify this mistake. People already they put upside down. The square box should be down and the down should be up. But you know what?
Oh
he
my
said?
God.
He say Hakuna Matata, go ahead because the church is still standing.
Yeah, we actually figured the mistake there.
All
Wow.
slave chambers.
This place is going.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very, 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 very emotional experience, huh?
Around there is two chambers. Here, just come with me and watch your head. I'm talking about this side. Oh my God. So this is a slave chamber where people believe a slave kept here for 2 or 3 days while kept in here. And still while kept here, people believe are tightened by chain. This is copy of chain. It's not original chain. So slave, they were group of people were keeping on one chamber like this, so could they get a disease sometime and due to suffocation.
And I remember, I think,
starvations.
yeah.
So over here you can see there is 2 chambers. This one they use for gentlemen and the others for ladies. So they are separate, men and the women's. But in Stonetown we have about 15 chambers. This time people already destroyed now. You can't see all of them. Just to remind this for history.
Okay, this is for.
Yeah.
You can see how tight this is. It's a proper dungeon, huh? So what happened is they were all put here. They would eat here, they would have to do their business here. This is a very, very emotional experience because you can imagine that there were some who died, they couldn't survive, and there's nothing the others could do. All they could do is just throw away the body, and at times the waters would just come all the way here. Yeah.
So after slave chamber now, we are going to see the exhibition room, which is donated by East African Slave Trade Exhibitions. So inside here we're gonna see the picture of a slave and the information about slave trade, what people do with it here. So let's go together to see how it is. Princess Selma, she was a daughter of a sultan, where she left from the house to come in Stonetown in around the 1840 when she was about 20 years old. And then after staying in Stonetown, she fell in love with the German guy. So finally, she recognized, got pregnant from German guy. So after got pregnant, if they tell family, will be in trouble for her. That's why she talked to British to help in order to escape from Zanzibar. So British, they will say, waiting until they celebrate, we'll take care for you. So they took her up to Aden up to Hamburg. Then she was married by German guy in Hamburg. And she was converted from Islam to Christians.
So we're still on our Stonetown tour, and I must say I've been really intrigued by the rich history that Stonetown and Zanzibar in general has. And I've learned a lot. So I think it's a great thing for every traveler to put Stonetown in your bucket list. And I think there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to appreciate, especially me as a Ghanaian, someone from West Africa, Ghana, where there was a lot of slave trade activities. I can kind of relate when I see these slave dungeons and various slave activities. The same thing, something connecting to the one in Ghana, that's the Cape Coast, and basically the lots of forts that are within the coastal region. So let's see how the tour goes. But so far, it's very intriguing. Walking around Stonetown, it's everywhere is just picturesque, and there's a lot to learn. So later on, we went to do some shopping. We decided to buy some authentic Zanzibari outfits and basically help to support the community and the locals.
Yeah, I want to take this.
What's written on this one?
Watunze wazazi tupaterade.
What does it mean?
Let's take care of our parents, and then we'll be blessed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's the one I'm taking for my mama.
Mama!
Vegetarian, like the spinach, cabbage over here. On the other side here, you can see we have a fish market.
Later on, we also got to taste a Zanzibari delicacy called Halwa, and it's mostly taken with coffee, mostly during traditional ceremonies like weddings and stuff like that. So I had the opportunity to taste it. So you'd take a scoop, you take it in first, and then you sip in the coffee. It's actually very, very, very sweet. So it's something you should try out during your Stonetown tour.
We are in an old fort. So this fort was built by Arab against the Portuguese 17th century ago. And now we use it for different activities. So once when they built, because before Arab there were Portuguese here, so after Portuguese left the fort, it was used like a railway station from here to Bububu, just 10 kilometers.
So we've come to the end of our Zanzibar Stonetown tour.
It was amazing, a lot of walking and blending in with the cultural setup of Zanzibar, walking in the streets of Zanzibar, the wind blowing my hand. But yeah, it was very informative. Alex got too much to learn a lot about Zanzibari culture and the history. Yeah, it was very informative, and our guide was very, very good, very well, how do I call it, very knowledgeable, basically.
Definitely, if you come to Zanzibar and you're looking to take a tour of Stonetown, he is the person.
Hamedi is the person for you.
Keep in touch.
Alright guys, bye-bye. See you in the next episode. We're still going around the beautiful island of Zanzibar. Bye-bye. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share this video, and I'll see you in another adventure. Bye-bye.